Welcome back, True Seeker. Going to go over a headline from today, as well as news that are part of today's news cycle, as well as yesterday's, and want to paint a picture of what's taking place. But first, we're going to start with this story, which you could say is the outlier from the rest of the stories we'll get into. A popular singer from a couple decades back in the UK, pop group S Club 7, singer Paul Cattermole, dead at age 46. The news breaks today, but he died yesterday on April 6th, 4-6. And we talk about this pattern all the time with deaths in entertainment. Gematria, again, if you're new here, Gematria. Look up the word. Comes from Jewish mysticism, Kabbalah. There's a song out there, Gematria, the killing name. There's another song out there by the British band The Police called Murder by Numbers, where killings as simple as ABC is 1, 2, 3. Gematria, it's based on the alphabetic order forwards and backwards with numerology. When you take the alphabetic order with numerology, the word sacrifice equals 46. So Paul Cattermole, dead at 46 on 4-6. Again, this code is largely biblical. Genesis 46 begins with a sacrifice. The verse reads, "So Israel set out with all that was his, and when he reached Beersheba, he offered sacrifices to the God of his father Isaac." But anyhow, we've talked about this a million times. It's the same reason that yesterday Michael K. Williams and Coolio were both in the news, talking about their deaths on this same day. I actually made this point yesterday about sacrifice in 46, and here comes the latest example. And we have a lot of examples of this pattern over the years. Of course, in the UK, they do write the date 6/4 like 64. The name of the group in Gematria. Here, let's pull out the calculator. Again, there's 4 base ciphers. In the most simple cipher, S Club 7, the name of the group, equals 64. S Club 7, 64. Singer from the group, dead on 6/4, they'd write it in the UK. If you're new here, can be a fateful number. The word kill, or the word kill has a gematria 64. But again, perfect. No matter what way you look at the date, the ritual fits. Dead at 46 in connection to the group with the 64 gematria. The news was saved for today. As for saving the news for today, April 7th, that's the 97th day of the year. The word death does have a gematria of 97 as well. The news broke today about the passing. 97 is the 25th prime. Death's also 25. You know, in history past, the U.S. likes to put in Supreme Court judges on this day. Notice how judge is also 47 like 47, but that's besides the point. With the news breaking today, the UK does write today's date 7/4. Again, if you're new here, very special number. English is 74. Gematria 74. That's the practice of coding numbers into words. Occult 74. Jewish 74. Masonic 74. Again, killing 74. So is holiday, and a lot of places do observe today as a holiday, Good Friday. It's related to the crucifixion of Jesus. And, it's Catholic 46, in light of him dying at age 46 on 4-6, the day before, going with the 46 books in the Old Testament, which begins with Genesis, where Genesis 46 speaks to the sacrifice. So, R.I.P. to him. And with that said, let's go back and look at how both Michael K. Williams and Coolio, 2 black men, both entertainers, both of their deaths in the news on the same day. In the case of Michael K. Williams, his fentanyl dealer pleading guilty to being responsible for his death. In the case of Coolio, they said he overdosed on fentanyl. And don't forget, in the case of Coolio, we talked about how he died on the 46th anniversary of Stevie Wonder's song Pastime Paradise, which was the sample for his big song Gangsta's Paradise. So again, you want to go back and look at the old post. Here it is, posted September 29, 2022, the day after his passing. Coolio's death on 46-year anniversary of Stevie Wonder's Pastime Paradise. Now they bring up that he died from an overdose on 4-6. And again, related to fentanyl. on the same day as Michael K. Williams. Notice the day he died, September 28th, was the 271st day of the year. Gangsta's Paradise, the big song he's remembered for, 271. Remember, Coolio died on his 59th day of being 59 years old on 59 date numerology. As we know, Ephesians 6, 5 through 9, the most infamous verses in the Bible about slavery. Acts 7, 6, also important verse about slavery, but slave, Negro, Rasta, Blues, they're all 59 forward, 76 in reverse. Again, Black History Month, February, the month that ends on the 59th day of the year. The federal government recognized Black History Month in the year 76. Barack Obama, 76. Obamacare, 59. Coolio's birth name, 76. But yeah, I mean, this is exactly what we were talking about 6 months ago. Dying on the 46th anniversary of Pastime Paradise. Now his death brought back up on 4/6, really. I mean, and here's how they did it. Here's why they put Michael K. Williams and Coolio on the same news cycle. Again, Michael K. Williams died on 9/6. Hold on, I got to take a sweet lady phone call real quick. She'll be mad if I don't answer. Pause. What's going on, love?
I need your favor.
Oh, okay. What is it?
Can you go to that? Go to my wallet, and then take a picture of my Discover card.
Do you need it right now, or can it wait like 10 minutes? Is that okay? Okay. I'll send it in 10 minutes. All right. Love you. Bye. All right. Sorry about that. Okay. Michael K. Williams died on 9/6. April 6th is the 96th day of the year. So that's also the parallel with his. And there was a lot of other things about his death, which we covered at the time. Dead at 54, known for The Wire. If you watch The Wire, turn on The Wire, episode 1. Within seconds, it puts up on the screen that the date on the screen is May 4th, 5-4. Big number with the Jesuits who served the Catholic Church. But anyway, exactly 19 months later, this is in the news. And then from Coolio's death to being in the news on the same day, 190 days. And not only do 19 and 190 look very similar, 190 is the 19th triangular number, which means if you add 1 through 19, it equals 190. And again, both in the news for ODing on fentanyl, OD 19. So, on top of that, April 6th had a very blatant racial theme. In Tennessee, 2 black men were removed from Congress. If you're watching CNN or MSNBC, they're saying it looked like Jim Crow what they did to these men. So 2 black men removed from Congress, 2 black men dead in the news from fentanyl, and the only black male on the Supreme Court also getting shamed on the same day. And why was this going on 4/6, 6/4? I think there's a couple reasons. One, as we know, civil rights is 64. The date can be written 6/4, right? Kind of like Barack Hussein Obama equals 64. Civil Rights Act in 64. He ran on Hope, which equals 44 and 64. Elected number 44. 44 years after the Civil Rights Act of 64. The 44th book of the Bible is about Acts, or is Acts, and Acts 7:6 is about slavery. Obama, number 44, and Barack Obama 76, like Acts 7:6, like the federal government recognizing Black History Month in 76. So I think that's part of it, the civil rights aspect, but then also it's the 96th day of the year. And, just to make a point, in Gematria, words like Freemason are 96 and 42, so is the word knowledge. There's a mathematical relationship with 42 and 96. If you take the numbers that divide into 42, so the divisors of 42, and add them together, they add to 96. And as we know, 42 is the number stamped all over Black history. The 2 men who are both removed from office on the same day, both of their names happen to be Justin. Justin has that Gematria 42 like Jackie, who wore the number 42 like Malcolm X and Martin, where neither of them, the civil rights leaders, neither of them, those were their birth names. Slavery 42, Tuskegee 42, Huxtable 42, Cosby Show 42, the list goes on. February, the N-word, and more. And look at this. This is the 87th Masters right now, the golf tournament. Yesterday, on the day that all this happened with black men, do you know what place Tiger Woods was in at the end of the day? Tiger Woods in the 87th Masters was in 42nd place. And again, tournament just scripted to a T year after year. For all people who go, you can't script a golf game, you're wrong. It's not that hard. They have technology to ensure outcomes. These guys are the top players in the world. If they need to finish ahead or behind somebody, it's not that hard to organize. It's not an accident that Tiger was in 42nd place at the end of day one in light of everything else going on, including the two Justins getting kicked out of office. One of their names is Justin Pearson, which equals 181. Just like Black history, 181 is the 42nd prime. If you measure from Obama's birthday, August 4th, to the upcoming February 1st, the start of Black History Month, that's 181 days each year. Another pattern. Oh, and by the way, the other amazing thing about Tiger being in 42nd place yesterday, when he first won the Masters in 97, it was his 42nd week of being a professional golfer. And yesterday, being in 42nd place, it was 97 days after his birthday. So what a tribute to 97, the year he won his first Masters. His 42nd week as a golfer, he wins his first Masters. Yesterday, and again, that was in 1997. Yesterday, 97 days after his birthday, 42nd place. The news is theme. That's the point. Every day, themes. From news to sports. Here, I want to show you yesterday's baseball outcomes. We thought 3-4 might be a hot record yesterday in light of all the 34. Remember, yesterday started off with the 34 Rockets. The 34 Rockets fired in Israel right after Trump's 34 charges and then the March Madness of 34. So notice in the Red Sox-Tigers game, it could have gone 3-4 either way. So that one doesn't really count. Either team could have become 3-4. The White Sox fell to 3-4, though, yesterday. The only game that didn't hit the 3-4 pattern was the Blue Jays, and we speculated that one might not. Rockies fell to 3-4. Padres fell to 3-4. Diamondbacks fell to 3-4. So out of every single game where 3-4 could happen, it happened in all but one. Again, news, sports, scripted together day after day, the same numerical themes. Themes, rituals, sick rituals. And again, that's why I get frustrated that people aren't catching on and this isn't going viral and spreading. I mean, there's been a few videos over the years that have gone viral, but there should have been countless videos that went viral. This video, what we talked about Coolio when he died, should have went viral. This should be going viral today. It's just, And then again, just to recap what I put out on the short video yesterday, did a little bit more research on this. Yesterday we were talking about how 35 Thursday, and you can also call it 46 Thursday. Once I got done with that stream, news broke from the CDC, new deadly virus in the world. And by the way, from Africa, this is on the same day where we're picking on all these black people, all these racial codes. Now we got a new deadly virus in Africa. But look out for the Marburg virus, says the CDC, on Thursday, April 6th. Date that can be written 4-6. Notice how Marburg equals 35 forwards, 46 in reverse, just like Thursday, 35, 46, virus 46. WHO, as in the World Health Organization, that's another big 46. But they're saying it's very similar to Ebola, which is also 35. But then here's the kicker. Not only does this news break on a Thursday, the U.S. Centers for Disease and Control and Prevention issued a health advisory Thursday about the Marburg virus outbreak in Equatorial Guinea and Tanzania. Notice that these countries, one's on one coast and the other's on the other coast. What about the nations in between? You think if it's there and there, it would be in the places in between? I didn't really do further research on why they picked out these countries. I'm sure there's a reason for it. But I did notice that the Marburg virus was first identified in 1967, meaning 56 years before 2023. And as we know, with the pandemic, that was the number they used a gazillion times everywhere from start to finish. As Donald Trump declared it in the nation on the 56 date numerology, 56 years after his Jesuit education began, and the Jesuits are the Society of Jesus. And again, the CDC has the Jesuit fingerprints all over it from day one. But yeah, this also fits in with the theme of just picking on black people on Thursday. New deadly outbreak in Africa. So, Again, thank you to everyone who hits the like and the share. And I better go take care of the little favor Sweet Lady asked for. She's not patient. Got to do things on her schedule or it's a tantrum. Be sweet to your lady, you know. Good ones are worth it. Hey, shout out to Marquise Brown. He chipped in $5. He said, I'll be pounding payment when you come to LA. All right, Marquise, I really appreciate that. I appreciate your $5 too. But pound and payment, that's what I look forward to the most. And I look forward to meeting you. It's coming soon. And shout out to HSB with the 22 Canadian. They said, thank you for the stream, Zach. Hope you and the missus are having a great start to the weekend. I appreciate that. You know I don't really have weekends over here. I'm always working. She works all the time, too. That's the good thing about Sweet Lady and I. We both grind all the time, so she's working hard. Keeps me motivated to work hard. But, yeah, better go take care of the favor for Sweet Lady. And, yeah, if anything else happens today, I'll be sure to cover it. But relatively slow news day. The market's closed today for Good Friday. And yeah, we'll see what they got next. In all the years I've been doing this, the most nasty thing they ever did on Easter, if you guys recall, was the Stevie Steve shooting in Cleveland. Synced up with the NBA Finals. LeBron James, it's another 42 name, but yeah, we'll see what they got for us for Easter this year. So anyhow, we'll leave it there, Truth Seeker. And until next time.